Ever feel like your holiday decorations could use a breath of fresh air? This year, why not swap plastic snowflakes and glitter for something simple and warm? Natural Christmas decor brings beauty straight from the outdoors to your living room. Think about pine cones, fresh greenery, and cozy textures setting the scene. These ideas don't just look great, they fill your home with comforting scents and memories. Ready to add a little nature to your holidays? Roll up your sleeves and let's start gathering some inspiration. Pinecone garland offers a simple, earthy charm that artificial tinsel can't match. Threading pine cones and dried orange slices onto twine creates a rustic look, filling your home with subtle citrus and woodsy scents. Plus, it's eco-friendly and budget-friendly. Most supplies come from your backyard or pantry. Don't fret about perfection. Oddly shaped pine cones and uneven orange slices add character. Arrange your garland loosely across the mantel. Try mixing in a sprig of rosemary or cinnamon sticks for extra fragrance. If you like, let the kids help. Messy hands just make for better memories. Birch log candle holders wrapped in twine and sprigs of evergreen bring rustic cheer to any holiday table. The pale bark adds contrast against deep green needles, while the natural texture feels warm and inviting. Why settle for factory-made when a walk in the woods can inspire your centerpiece? Creating these is simple. Cut birch logs into sections, drill holes for candles, and tie on twine with evergreen sprigs. You get a handmade charm, minus the fuss. The only drawback? Real birch dries out. Swap greenery every week to keep things fresh and festive. Simplicity speaks volumes with a Christmas tree dressed in wood bead strands and crisp paper stars. This approach feels calm, yet festive, no tangled lights or glittery chaos. Wood beads add warmth and a hint of nostalgia. Paper stars? They're easy to make with kids or friends and cost almost nothing. While this style might not satisfy those craving sparkle, it's a breath of fresh air for anyone tired of overstuffed branches. The tree stays uncluttered and the room feels more open. Try mixing beads of different sizes or hanging stars at varied heights for added interest without losing that airy, understated look. Imagine a rustic centerpiece with tree slices as the base, scattered pine sprigs, and chunky pillar candles. It feels like a forest brought indoors. The natural materials add warmth and character, making any table inviting. Plus, it's easy to assemble and budget-friendly, no floral arranging skills needed. However, natural elements might dry out over time, so plan to refresh pine sprigs if you want that just-cut look. For safety, keep candles away from greenery. This approach keeps your holiday table relaxed and festive, with a dash of woodland magic that artificial decor just can't match. A woven basket filled with pine cones, cinnamon sticks, and cranberries instantly brings warmth and a cozy scent to any room. It's simple, affordable, and appeals to anyone craving a touch of tradition. This arrangement doesn't just look festive, it actually smells like Christmas morning. No artificial fragrance is needed. Making one takes only minutes. Gather pine cones from your backyard, grab a few cinnamon sticks, and toss in fresh cranberries. Want to avoid mess? Tuck everything in a small linen cloth. It's cheerful, reusable, and beats plastic decorations that end up in the landfill. Sometimes, less really is more. A jute tassel banner draped along a farmhouse-inspired mantel adds rustic warmth without trying too hard. This affordable touch brings texture and an earthy vibe, perfect for those craving a break from plastic glitz. Plus, you can make it yourself with just twine and scissors, no fancy skills required. On the flip side, jute can shed fibers and may not withstand moisture. If your fireplace is active, keep the tassels at a safe distance from heat or flames. Still, the natural look is hard to beat for cozy, laid-back holiday style that feels like home. Neutral wrapped gifts look effortlessly elegant under any tree. Brown paper, craft bags, or simple white wrap set a calm backdrop. Add twine bows for a rustic finish, no shiny plastic needed. Tuck in fresh cedar for a dash of color and a gentle woodsy scent that beats any store-bought ribbon. This approach doesn't just look good, it's practical too. Neutral paper is easy to find and often recyclable. Cedar sprigs are cost-effective if you have them in your yard or nearby park. Sure, they may dry out after a week, but the charm lasts far longer than flashy wrapping. A table runner made from fresh pine branches instantly brings the outdoors inside, filling your space with a crisp, woodsy scent. The contrast of white taper candles against green needles feels clean and inviting. Guests will linger, drawn in by the simple charm and the subtle reminder of winter forests. Assembly is refreshingly simple. Just layer pine boughs down the center and nestle in the candles. Worried about mess? Pine needles may shed, but a quick sweep makes it worthwhile. For extra flair, tuck in cranberries or star anise. This approach saves money, looks elegant, and leaves plastic decorations in the dust. Wooden star ornaments, when hung in window frames with natural string, bring warmth and simplicity to holiday decor. Sunlight catches each star, casting gentle shadows across the room. This style sidesteps glitter and plastic, offering a cozy, inviting look. Plus, cleanup is a breeze, no stubborn tinsel stuck in the carpet. Making these ornaments at home is straightforward. Grab some twine and a few unfinished wooden stars from any craft store. String them up together or separately. Swap out the heights for a playful effect. These stars can be reused year after year, saving money and reducing waste. Mason jars filled with cranberries and floating tea lights offer a simple yet eye-catching holiday accent. The pop of red from the berries catches the eye, while the flickering tea lights create a cozy glow. Anyone can assemble these in minutes. Just add water, cranberries, and a tea light. This style of decor brings a rustic, homey touch to your space. It's also budget-friendly and reusable. There's one catch. Fresh cranberries can spoil if left too long, so swap them out if you notice any softness. Why settle for plastic when you can use nature's own decorations? Stacking wooden crates filled with small potted fir trees creates instant holiday charm. You get a rustic look that welcomes guests with warmth. It's simple. Old crates, a few mini trees, maybe some pine cones or fairy lights. This setup is both affordable and easy to change as you like. However, be mindful of watering. Wooden crates can hold moisture, which may lead to rot if ignored. Place a tray or liner underneath each pot. Want to take it up a notch? Add burlap bows or dried orange slices for even more festive flair without breaking the bank. Stringing dried citrus slices and cinnamon sticks creates a festive display with minimal effort. The bright orange and deep brown tones add warmth to your staircase without plastic or glitter. Guests will notice the subtle scent each time they pass, making your home smell like a cozy winter bakery. This method uses fruit and spices you may already have at home. Thread the pieces onto twine and drape along the banister. If you have curious pets, keep the garland out of nibbling reach. Citrus can upset their stomachs. Simple, sustainable, and fragrant, this idea blends classic holiday style with practicality. Layered evergreen wreaths blend texture and color, especially when you add eucalyptus, pine cones, and berries. Eucalyptus leaves bring a silvery touch that catches the light, while pine cones add earthy weight. Berries pop with bold reds or whites, instantly making your door look festive. It's a simple way to make guests feel welcome. People sometimes worry these wreaths won't last. Here's a tip. Mist the greens every few days to keep them fresh. Don't hang them in direct sun or near a heater. Real materials may shed a little, but their natural scent and charm outshine anything plastic. Sparse Scandinavian Christmas trees capture attention with their simplicity. These trees avoid clutter, featuring just a few carefully chosen natural ornaments. Think dried orange slices, pine cones, or wooden stars. The bare branches highlight each piece. This approach creates a calming atmosphere. Less ornamentation means less stress and more time for hot cocoa. Some might see sparse trees as too plain, yet they encourage mindfulness and appreciation for each detail. If you want a relaxing holiday mood, try this style. Use what you find outdoors or simple handmade pieces. Your living room won't look like a department store, but it may feel more peaceful. Grab a handful of twigs from your backyard, tie them with rough jute, and you've got instant rustic charm. This low-cost wall accent brings a bit of the outdoors inside. No glitter, no plastic. Earthy texture and simplicity make it a favorite for those craving a natural, relaxed holiday look. Some may say it's too simple, but that's its magic. Even kids can help gather twigs, turning decorating into a family ritual. If the look feels bare, tuck in a sprig of pine or a cinnamon stick. Who said meaningful decor needs to be expensive or complicated? Clustering pillar candles on a wooden tray creates instant warmth, no need for complicated centerpieces. Add pine needles for a subtle forest scent and rustic style. This setup fits any table, mantle, or sideboard. But remember, always keep an eye on open flames, especially near dry greenery. Changing candle heights and mixing white, gold, or red pillars adds visual interest. Pine needles can be refreshed every few days for fragrance. For a safer twist, try LED candles. Real or faux, this look says cozy holiday gathering without trying too hard. Tiny pine cones make charming place card holders and bring a fresh, woodsy touch to your holiday table. Simply glue each pine cone to a small wooden disc or stone for stability, then nestle a name card between the scales. Guests will appreciate this personal handmade gesture, plus it's gentle on your wallet. Some pine cones might tip over or have uneven bases, so test a few before making a large batch. Choose pine cones of similar size for a clean look. Add a sprig of rosemary or cedar for extra fragrance and color. Simple, affordable, and easy. What's not to like? Rustic wood slice coasters bring a cozy woodland feel to holiday gatherings. These coasters don't just protect tables, they spark conversation. Each slice, with its natural rings and bark edges, feels like a tiny winter scene. Guests may even prefer these over store-bought options, thanks to their authenticity and charm. Making your own is simple too. Grab a fallen branch, cut it into rounds, and sand each piece. Seal them with food-safe oil. Use them under mugs of cocoa to add warmth to every sip. Just remember, untreated wood can stain, so a quick coat of sealant keeps them looking fresh all season. Brown craft paper wraps gifts in simplicity, letting nature do the heavy lifting. Tuck in a sprig of pine, rosemary, or eucalyptus. The scent alone beats any synthetic ribbon. Wooden tags add a personal, reusable touch. This approach keeps waste low and style high, even for picky gift recipients. Some might argue these materials look plain, but consider the charm. Each package feels thoughtful and inviting, not mass-produced. Skip the plastic bows and try this method. Your recycling bin and your conscience will thank you. Plus, guests will notice your effort and maybe even borrow the idea next year. A large woodland-inspired wreath brings the outdoors inside. Dried orange wheels offer a bright pop of color, while pine cones add texture and depth. This combination smells subtly fresh and looks inviting. Wondering if it lasts? If kept dry, the orange slices and pine cones will keep their charm throughout the season. Making your own is easier than you think. Gather evergreen branches, thread on dried orange rounds, and glue or wire pine cones. Hang it on your front door or above the mantel for instant warmth. The only downside, squirrels might eye it longingly if placed outdoors. Small clay pots filled with mini evergreen trees add instant holiday charm to windowsills. They're affordable, reusable, and bring a fresh scent indoors. Imagine sipping cocoa while tiny trees boost your mood. Group 3 together for visual impact, or tie twine around each pot for a rustic look. However, these living decorations do need a little attention. Water them sparingly, keep them away from heaters, and rotate for even light. With a bit of care, they'll stay perky all season. Plus, after the holidays, plant them in your yard or gift them to a neighbor. Imagine a simple wooden ladder leaning against the wall, instantly dressed for the holidays with thick greenery and a string of bells. The natural textures of pine and cedar bring a fresh scent to the room. Bells add a gentle shimmer and soft jingle, setting a cozy, old-fashioned mood. Hanging garlands on a farmhouse ladder is easy and affordable. Just tuck in pine cones or dried oranges for extra charm. Unlike plastic decorations, natural materials are biodegradable and feel more authentic. One downside? Greenery can dry out and shed, so mist it occasionally to keep it looking lively. Fresh garland, woven around unscented white pillar candles, offers a peaceful, understated centerpiece. This combo brings the calm of the outdoors onto your holiday table. Pine, cedar, or eucalyptus keep things festive without overwhelming the senses. Guests can enjoy their meals without strong scents competing with the food. Maintenance is simple. Mist the garland daily to keep it lively and prevent needles from dropping. Just be sure candles are far from flammable greenery. While the arrangement looks timeless, it may drop needles after a week. Still, the natural look and soft candlelight easily outshine any minor mess. Stringing together bunches of rosemary, cedar, and cinnamon above your kitchen counter brings more than just festive charm. The aroma alone can make your space feel inviting, even if you're not much of a chef. Guests often pause, sniff the air, and ask what's baking, even when the oven's cold. While herbs and spices offer a beautiful, earthy look, they do require a bit of attention. Dust can settle, and some bundles may dry out too quickly. Try swapping wilted stems for fresh ones every week. It's a small effort for a cheerful, fragrant kitchen that feels both homemade and magazine-worthy. A wooden bowl brimming with walnuts, pine cones, and dried berries adds warmth to any holiday table. This simple arrangement brings a rustic, cozy vibe that plastic ornaments can't match. Plus, it's budget-friendly and compostable, nature's answer to glittery waste. Why not let your centerpiece double as a snack bowl? If you have kids or curious pets, watch out for choking hazards. Otherwise, this setup is nearly fuss-free and easily refreshed. Swap in fresh pine cones or dried orange slices for a different look. It's all about blending beauty and practicality, a trick even your grandmother would applaud. Nothing says winter welcome quite like a porch lined with rustic log piles and fresh evergreen swags. The scent alone can put anyone in a festive mood. Stack logs neatly by the door and drape swags over railings. It's simple, affordable, and doesn't create plastic waste. There's charm in imperfection. Let branches hang loosely and mix in pine cones or dried orange slices for contrast. While natural materials may need refreshing in wet climates, the look is worth it. If a neighbor asks where you bought your decor, just smile and point to the nearest tree. White candles wrapped in burlap and twine offer a cozy farmhouse touch for your coffee table. This look feels inviting, especially during winter gatherings. The simple texture of burlap pairs beautifully with soft candlelight. Anyone can assemble this in minutes. Just wrap, tie, and set the mood. One downside, burlap can shed fibers, so place a small tray underneath to catch stray threads. Pair these candles with greenery or pine cones for extra impact. Want a safer option? Use battery-powered candles for a similar effect, minus the worry of open flame. Minimalist wooden bead trees make a statement without shouting. Their simple lines and neutral tones fit almost any space, letting your other holiday touches shine. Imagine a quiet row of these trees, each reflecting soft candlelight. Suddenly, your mantle feels thoughtfully festive, not cluttered or overdone. But let's be honest, wooden bead trees alone may lack color for some tastes. If you crave more sparkle, pair them with greenery or a string of fairy lights. They're easy to move, don't shed needles, and look good long after the holiday rush ends. Why not try them this year? Gather some thick wool blankets, toss them over a worn armchair, and you've created comfort in seconds. Pine boughs add a crisp, wintry aroma and a touch of green that feels honest, not staged. Reading nooks like this call for simple pleasures, a mug of cocoa and a good book. Yet, there's one thing to watch out for, those pine needles. They find their way everywhere, so consider a quick sweep now and then. Still, the blend of soft wool and fresh pine beats plastic garland any day. It's cozy, authentic, and surprisingly easy to pull together. Twigs bring rustic charm to your Christmas tree. Gather 5 sturdy sticks, arrange them into a star, and secure with twine. Add a cluster of red berries for a festive pop. This project takes less than 15 minutes and costs almost nothing. Why buy plastic when nature offers free materials? Red berries catch the eye, but they also dry beautifully. Choose artificial berries if you have pets. Some real berries can be toxic. Hang your star high and admire the blend of nature and craft. With every glance, you'll remember that simple beauty often wins over glitzy store-bought options. Ever tried a rustic table setting for your Christmas dinner? Natural linen offers a soft, earthy base, while pine sprigs add that unmistakable winter scent. Wooden chargers ground the look and make every plate feel special. This combo feels homespun, but it's also surprisingly elegant. Sure, pine sprigs might drop a few needles, but the look is worth it. Add beeswax candles and some mismatched ceramics for extra charm. Guests notice the effort. One friend even said it felt like dining in a cozy mountain cabin. Simplicity can steal the show. Choosing natural Christmas decor does more than bring beauty into your home. It invites warmth, simplicity, and comfort. Why settle for plastic and glitter when pine cones, twine, and greenery set a scene that smells as good as it looks? Try swapping one plastic wreath for a homemade pine and eucalyptus version, or add a mason jar centerpiece to your dining table. Small changes can make a big impact. Ready to make your holiday feel more genuine? Start with just one idea from this list and watch your space transform.